Had you been 6 or 7 years old, you're out on your punishment porch. You kick your shoes off the deck for the 1,000th time. You turn your head to Sarge and you say, "Get my shoes right now."
Those words, first of all, were not in my vocabulary. Okay?
You look very nice in your glasses.
Thank you.
Albanian Lois Lane. Our back deck opens up to somebody else's back deck because that's exactly how much money we have. And I've noticed over the pandemic that there is a family. Also, there were trees behind our building.
Yeah,
that
until
completely
recently.
separated us from another building.
Yes.
And those trees were, however much of a fire hazard those trees were. So now that they are completely gone.
Yes.
Somebody eradicated
Our privacy.
our lot of those trees, of
Yes.
those privacy trees. So we no longer have squirrel shit on our porch or watch the squirrels fight on the power line.
Yeah.
None of that.
That means someone's home is gone.
Yes, that person is a squirrel. Also, the hummingbirds don't fuck around anymore. But it has opened up the possibility to we see somebody else's deck now, and that person has a, we'll call him 7-year-old.
Sure.
How old are you when you wear Spider-Man pajamas all the time and you could talk and like cop an attitude and shit like that?
5 to 7.
5 to 7. I guessed 7, but I'm
Yeah.
bad at guessing ages.
Yes.
Welcome back to Guessing Ages.
Guessing ages. The story of the ages.
Yes, Rock of Ages. Yes.
Yes.
So this kid was out on the deck, and this kid gets placed on the deck whenever he is going through a fit.
Yes.
Mom is like, "We have 2-bedroom apartment. I don't want to listen to you." You know what I mean? So you're out.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
But she puts him basically on a stage for everybody else in the
to deal
neighborhood.
with. Right.
And that is not fair.
Yeah.
And I think that that's why they make closets or whatever. I don't know where you put your kid.
Belts.
Throw them under a couch or where. But your kid
Slippers.
yelling isn't everybody else's problem in the neighborhood.
Right.
So I wish you were home so bad the other day. I don't know where you were. I never know where you're. But so this kid was out on the deck, and he probably had like flip-flops or slides on or something like that. And in what I'm assuming is the 1,000th time that this happened, he kicks one of his shoes off the deck. They're on the first floor, but then in a lot of LA buildings, the parking garage is just right underneath the apartment building thing. Mm-hmm. So it falls one floor, and he flips out that he wants his shoes. I've never seen this happen before, but it's just one of those things where I know if this kid's anything like me, his mom has been like 1,000 times, if you kick your shoes off again, I'm not going to, they're lost forever.
Yeah.
So obviously the kid's going to kick him off.
Yeah.
And then his mom is like, "Okay,
Too bad.
that's it."
Yeah.
And you know how I know his mom is like, "Okay, that's it"? Because she's the type of mom who will put her kid on the deck when he is going through something.
So everyone else has to deal with it.
Not my problem.
Now it's the whole town's problem.
I'm watching the Game Show Network.
Right.
Go out there, don't kick your shoes off, because if you kick your shoes off, they're gone forever.
Mommy's watching her stories. Stop
He
screaming.
Kicks his shoes off. They're gone forever. Mom is like, "I'm not going." This kid flips a fucking horsefly shit and is like, "Go get my shoes. Go get them. You're a bad mom. You're being a bad mom."
No.
Screaming. And my question to you, let's see, that was all recalled from memory. So now I'm going to go through my notes to see if I missed any nuance.
Okay.
Because there's a question I want to ask you,
Okay.
but I want to make sure I'm not leaving anything
Okay.
out first.
So he calls her a bad mom. You go get my shoes now. You are a bad mom. You're a bad mom. You're a bad mom.
Screaming
Screaming.
on stage for everybody else.
So the
Let me
thing
go
that
through my
pisses
notes.
me off-
Now I'm going to do the
Okay.
thing where I go through my notes.
Go through your notes. But the thing that pisses me off about this particular child
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I know exactly who you're talking about. And now that that tree is gone, I know exactly where this kid literally would be screaming bloody murder for a while, like outside, and never hear his mom do or anything about it and just let him freak out. But it's probably the way she punishes him is to put him out on the fucking deck.
I truly don't believe that she's the type of mom who is like neglectful, because when it gets bad, she comes out and she's like, now you need to come inside or whatever. I truly think I don't get the vibe from the very limited rear window interactions I've had with these strangers that she's a bad mom. I don't want you thinking she does this. I think she knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was Italian. But the kid is, fucking acts up. So his mom was like, you get out of on the porch.
Yeah.
And, that's just where she gets some peace for a second.
Okay.
So back deck opens up, somebody else's deck, and that person puts their kid out on the deck and it cries. He's like 6, I don't know. The other day he dropped his shoes and was screaming for hours. This went on for hours. That's not fair. That's not our problem. That was my thing. Dropped shoes off the deck. Probably did it 100 times before. Yelled at mom, get my shoes right now. So here's the question.
Oh, no.
Zoya, had you been 6 or 7 years old, you're out on your punishment porch, you kick your shoes off the deck for the 1,000th time, you turn your head to Sarge and you say, get my shoes right now.
Those words, first of all, were not in my vocabulary. Okay? And if they were, I would have caught a hot one of these.
Yeah.
Like so fucking fast that my head would spin into the next fucking month.
Yes.
Let alone next week.
Your head would be so swollen you wouldn't even be able to wear shoes.
Okay. I would have gotten my ass handed to me.
Yeah.
I still, to this day, can't talk to my mom like that.
Yeah. Why would you? What excuse would you possibly have?
No.
Is there any of your siblings that you can call right now and get a second opinion on this particular story? Okay. I'm going to see if I can call.
Therese is at work. Call Violta.
Zoe, whatever you do, don't.
Yeah, there's no way. I'm so sorry. There's no way that that would have even been like a thing for a second.
I'm guessing I would have gotten slapped.
My mom would have kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Like hard.
But that's one of those things you grow up and I wouldn't even blame. Hey, Dad, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good. We're doing the podcast right now. You're currently on the podcast. I got to warn you before we say anything.
Okay, hi.
Hi. I wanted to ask Mom a question, but it could be for you both if you're both around.
Well, you want me to put her on? Okay, well, we can try this. Michael wants to ask us some question on the podcast. Is that okay?
Just like leave me alone.
Look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put you on speakerphone.
I love it. What do you want, you stupid? That's what I could hear her saying. Are you on?
Yes, we are.
Was that close to the reaction that Mom had?
That was close.
Oh, what do you want, you stupid? So I'm going to tell you a brief story, and then I would love to know your reaction if I did this to you. There's a little kid in our neighborhood who, when he acts up, he gets sent out on his back deck, his back porch. His back porch faces our back porch directly. So essentially, we are his babysitters when he gets upset. So the other day, he goes out on his back deck, and I bet this has happened 100 times, but he kicked his shoes off the deck, and they fall out into, the parking lot in the back or whatever it is. And it's one of those situations where I get the feeling that he's done it 1,000 times, and his mom is like, if you kick your shoes off again, they're gone forever. Are you getting the gist of the type of conversation?
Yeah.
So this kid goes out there and he kicks his shoes off, and his mom is like, Okay, that's it. That's where your shoes are now. So this kid pitches a fit, and in his fit screams at his mom at the top of his lungs, "Go get my shoes right now." Now, my question to you, Mom, is if I had said that sentence to you at 6 or 7, what would have happened?
I just think I would have laughed, shut the door on you, and gone back.
You would have laughed, shut the door on me, and gone back inside.
Yeah, the laugh, shut the door, not a scream, because I wouldn't want to hear you.
Right.
The actual glass would get shut.
Yes.
The glass would get shut.
Right. Not screen.
So I'm laughing.
Dad, would you have, what if I did that to you?
I would get really nervous, probably take you by the hand, and we go get your shoes.
Yeah. Would you dangle me off the back porch so I can grab my shoes?
No, Dad wouldn't do that.
All right, guys. Thank you for your input. I love you very much.
By the way, that kid is crying out.
You say he's crying out for help?
Yeah, he wants people around him. He's crying out.
Yeah, I know, but he's also being a little bitch.
Get a brat.
And maybe he should listen to his mom and he wouldn't have anything to scream about. He could just go inside and have a fun childhood.
Right?
You know. Hey, Mike, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. That's so
My dad
funny.
would have gone and got the shoes.
Yeah, your dad totally would have.
My mom would have slapped me in the mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that your mom was like, close the door. Not the slider.
Yeah.
No,
Not
no,
the
no.
screen.
No.
The glass door.
Yeah. That's so
Putting
funny.
pillows in front
That's
of the door
so,
as a sound
yeah,
barrier.
so funny.
My mom didn't, when I would get, what?
Nothing.
When I would get like sent to my room for stuff, my mom wouldn't care how much I screamed or what I hate you.
Yeah.
Whatever I yelled out of my whatever, she was just like, he'll calm down. It doesn't matter. I'm not worried about it.
I think I said I hate you to my mom once, and that's all it took. And I got my ass handed to me. I think she popped me clean in the mouth, like just like full fucking swollen lip. And that was it.
Well, you shouting those fighting words at
Yeah.
her.
And then I ate it from my sisters. How could you say that to her? Why would you ever say that to her?
I'm sure everybody in the family has had run-ins.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's funny
But
to
there's-
hear the siblings when you were all in the same place give each other advice on how to deal with your parents.
Yeah. It was normally Violta taking my mom's side, and we were all the worst kids. Violta was like golden child. Like she always did what she was supposed to, always listened. She always played by the rules, where the rest of us wanted to just be a little bit of the rule breakers.
Well, you and
She
your
was
brother
like,
sent
she was the voice
set a
of
place on fire.